Hello, this is Bonita Palmer with BGP Group Action Coach. Welcome to your local business owner spotlight. The purpose is to interview Cincinnati area business owners and promote them through my social channels. It's my way of giving them exposure and promoting them locally. This is a complimentary service that I do because I believe that life and business should be in perfect balance, growing and prosperous. And if we all help support local business, we improve our local economy. Today, I have the pleasure of talking with Carter Varn, the owner of Advanced Caliber. Welcome, Carter, and thanks for chatting with me today.
Thanks, Bonita. I really appreciate this opportunity to meet today.
All right, perfect. Let's jump right in and get started by having you tell us just a little bit about yourself and your business. Give us your 60-second commercial, so to speak.
Will do. It sounds good. So I'm Carter Varn with Advanced Caliber, and I return valuable time to financial leaders and business owners alike. I do this by providing a fractional, which means part-time, IT advisory and implementation service, typically for that small to medium-sized business and organization. I'm in the greater Cincinnati area, but I am virtual, so I work across all 50 states.
Awesome. And when did you launch your business?
So I started this at the end of 2019.
All right. Now, Carter, can you tell us a little bit about who it is that you serve? Who would be your ideal client for Advanced Caliber?
Yeah, I appreciate that. So an ideal client is typically that small to medium-sized business, most of the time with 20 plus employees, where that business owner or many times that CFO has that role and that responsibility of figuring out their technology strategy, planning, and implementation. I can come in and take that off their plate and give them back some more of that valuable time, if you would, so they can refocus on the numbers, focus on other areas of the organization, while I look at that overall overarching use of technology and how they're efficient and secure.
So you really have a very wide target of prospective clients, especially in today's climate where so much has gone virtual compared to in person.
100%, and I'd hate to be that person say I can work with anyone, but I am industry agnostic and have really had a lot of success in the professional services industries, working with CPAs, health and wellness companies, and things like that.
Very good. Now, the last year and a half caused a lot of change to the face of most businesses. So what's been the biggest impact that the pandemic had on you and your business? And with that look back, what are maybe one or two things that you might have done differently?
Okay. Honestly, I hate to say this, but the pandemic, I think long-term is going to be a positive thing for people like myself that are working on that fractional basis. And a lot of that is people finally have adopted this video technology like we're using today. It's been around for 20 some years, but it was really faux pas. And we have to always meet in person, and I'm going to get on a plane and fly to Denver, or I'm going to go to New York City and that type of thing. But, it's allowed me to really open up my business even greater. I was always going to be virtual. Like I said, I started in 2019. So I was always going to be virtual prior to there being this thing called COVID. And it has allowed me to take on some projects from New York City to Berkeley, California, to the local here down to Louisiana. So it's actually been a positive, and I think it will be a positive on the long haul.
Okay, that's great insight. It's kind of how you took lemons and made lemonade.
Definitely.
So Carter, as we look at business ownership specifically, it's been said that smart people learn from their mistakes and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So can you share with us some mistakes that maybe you made along your entrepreneurial journey that you could share with the next generation of entrepreneurs and business owners?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is getting into the right networking. I've been a IT exec for over 20 years at this point in time. And when I was doing that, I was working 40 plus hours a week, running the kids around in the evenings and that type of thing. Didn't really have much of a true network and didn't have time to, take calls during the middle of the days or go to a bunch of lunches and things like that. But when I did start my own business, really had to find that right organization or two. And it took a little bit of time of digging and trying and starting and stopping a few different places, but really trying to find those right people to network with. I like to work with other fractional people. I love to work and talk with business coaches and things like that. So it's really taking the time to figure out who those good center of influences are and how you're really going to spend your time when you're not working with your clients.
That's really great advice for those who are looking to start on the path of business ownership. Networking is such a key and such an important part of being in business. So thank you very much for sharing that. I appreciate that.
Definitely.
Now, as we start to wrap up, I'm going to get your contact information and I will put it in the post when this video goes live. But in the meantime, can you go ahead and tell everyone how they can reach out and contact you? And is there anything else that you would like to add, maybe a special event or an offer that you have that you'd like to share with everyone?
So website is advancedcaliber.com. I'm pretty active as well out on LinkedIn. That's probably the best way to connect with me out there. Mm-hmm. And really, the other thing that's interesting is, many people know about managed service providers, people that are doing the break fix on your computer or being your outsourced help desk from an IT perspective. It's really not what I do. So there's sometimes a misunderstanding. Really, I just want people to understand I'm looking at that overarching strategy planning and implementation of the right technology. So it's really that educational piece, if you will.
Okay, very good. Thank you for sharing that. And again, if you didn't catch that information, you will be able to find it in the post right here. So finally, before we close, Carter, would you mind sharing with us just what inspires you the most? What gets you up in the morning and gets you going?
Yeah, it's that what is my why, right? So my why is to help multiple businesses simultaneously be able to use technology to become efficient and remain secure, or to gain a higher level of security, if you will. Much like that a larger business or corporation can obtain because they have the funds to do that. But by offering a fractional service, the smaller and medium-sized businesses can take that in bite-sized chunks, if you will, and we try to incrementally get better and improve with our overall use of technology. So those are the things that I'm really looking forward to helping others with to aid their businesses.
That's wonderful. It's kind of your way of helping the fellow small business owner, so you and I can continue to help build that great local economy.
100%.
Good, good. All right, Carter, I do want to thank you for joining me today and for sharing your journey with us. I wish you and Advanced Caliber the very best as you move forward with your business.
I really appreciate the time and the opportunity. Thanks, and have a great day.
Thank you. This concludes our program today. I want to thank you all for joining. I am Bonita Palmer with BGP Group Action Coach, and this has been your local business owner spotlight. May your life and business continue to be balanced, growing, and prosperous. Everyone have a wonderful day.
Visit Advanced Caliber at advancedcaliber.com. You can call them at 513-548-0140 or write to them at info@advancedcaliber.com. Visit Carter Varn on LinkedIn. You've been watching Local Business Owner Spotlight with your host, Bonita Palmer. Visit BGP Action Coach at bonitapalmer.actioncoach.com.